Remedial measures for the sickness and health issues across. Remember, remedial measure for health and sickness has to be done with repetition, has to be done for a number of days. It is not going to be very, very easy with the remedial measure as far as the sickness is concerned. For example, somebody is having a paralysis. Now you can help a person using the remedial measure across, but you have to do it over a period of time, and it is an energy work. It will clear the karma slowly, it will work from the roots. It is like a homeopathy medicine. Remedies are like homeopathy medicine, so it takes quite a while to have the understanding of how the remedial measure work. For example, surgery, the best way to do is the homa. Basically, it is 1 or 2 homa which can be done, and the surgery will have a maximum impact into a person's life across. For example, there was a lady who got admitted into All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and they called up and said the situation is very critical. What do you say about it? We simply said we will do the homam once or twice. She will be able to recover. Any kind of emergency, any kind of problematic time, then the remedial measure as far as the homam is concerned is the best. Now a person admitted in ICU, emergency, we did a remedial measure for a person who had had a heart block and who had had a open heart surgery across as a person. So we did the remedial measure across. The person actually, the recovery was very easy. So when you do the remedial measure post surgery, there was a lady who did the surgery across. The surgeon told her that your post recovery has been enormously very, very successful, and it is very miraculous across. Actually, that lady had given the homam and continued by 48 days of puja for the post surgery across. So this actually helps people to recover faster. The remedial measure act as an adjuvant, act as a supplement, act as a facilitator, act as a catalyst for the particular thing across. Now many people come and ask me whether can you do remedial measure for diabetes and for the blood pressure across. Now if the diabetes is a juvenile diabetes, if it is a congenital diabetes, nothing can be done about it. That cannot be any kind of much of a progress as far as the diabetes are concerned. The other point is the blood pressure part of it. For the blood pressure from the moon, the first house has to be done across, so which can really calm the mind, which can really bring down the blood pressure. But this will act as an adjuvant across. It might not be able to cure the disease. For example, disease connecting with the psychiatric issues, one of the best remedies to do Rahu Ketu Puja for the moon and for the Tila Homa. It can have a massive impact, a positive impact into the person's life across. Now recently we did a remedial measure for somebody who was very disturbed. He said, my son is very disturbed, we are finding it very difficult to manage him, and he's having psychiatric complications, psychiatric disorder. I asked him to do the Rahu Ketu Puja. We executed the Rahu Ketu Puja, and after 5 months I myself was surprised. They said there is a massive changes in the people's in the person's attitude, ideas, and the way he communicated and the way he talked to people across. So that also is an important area, but the psychiatric issues has to be done for a long period of time. It cannot be done for a short period of time. So please understand that the psychiatric issues has to be done for a long period of time to produce the impact across. it might be number of years. It is not just months or days. It has to be done for a number of years, and it has to be done in a proper way. The sankalpa has to be taken, the puja has to be taken, the abhishekam has to be done, the proper sankalpa has to be done to clear the major issues across. The other important point of the remedial measure is the periods problem, is the gynecological problems, or how to deal with. For example, delivery. For delivery, one of the fastest, smoothest, easiest way is to do the puja for 120 to 150 days of after pregnancy. It will help people to have a natural, smooth and easy delivery. There was a lady who had got admitted in a hospital, and the doctor had told that she has a complication, and the cyst was there, and the cyst was above the ovaries across, and that if they operated, there's a possibility for the child to die. I told, no, nothing to worry, we'll do the remedial measure, it will hold on about it. We went on doing the remedial measure, and the baby was born healthy, after which they did the surgery for the lady and she recovered completely across. So that is the kind of an impact. And the other one is, he was a doctor. Actually, he had come and he had told that the pregnancy has to be aborted, terminated, because the fetal growth was having a problem. Now, this is a common problem with the fetal growth across. So I told, no, don't worry, we will do the remedial measure across. We shall do it across, and it will have a massive impact into the person's life across. So we started doing the remedial measure, and after 4 months across, they came and told, no, the baby is growing very well, and let us not try to terminate the pregnancy, let us continue doing the pregnancy across. So that is the way in which the remedial measure can work. It can work as an adjuvant, as a supplement, as an energy clearance of exercise across. We have done remedial measure for IVF where there is only a 50-50 chance, but the consumption increases, the rate of egg retrieval increases, the rate of folliculization increases, and the process entirely goes smooth across. Now, there was a lady who did the IVF without the remedy the first time. She encountered a lot of obstacle, problem and difficulty, and afterwards she again came to me as a person and she did, let us do the remedy across. Now that will help you to clear the energy. She did the IVF and she found a massive difference in the way the IVF got executed across. So this can be done at a various levels, and a remedial measure is not only just doing it for a event. It can be done for situation, circumstances which are very tricky, which are very difficult, which has its own twist and turn. For example, normally when it comes to cancer, we don't take it across. We tell people, you just listen to the doctor, we can't help. And the problem with the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS, is we can do for the longevity of the patient, though we cannot have a direct impact as far as the thing is concerned. And there are other areas. For example, there was a boy who had come and he had a breathing difficulty across. We suggested the remedial measure, and the parents found that the remedial measure actually improved the lung efficiency across. And for example, somebody had done a hair surgery and we had suggested the remedial measure. They did the hair surgery and they found out that the hair surgery went on very smooth. Somebody had nasal surgery. The person did the remedial measure, it kind of cleared across. So all kinds of surgical procedure, the homum is one of the best methodology. And actually one surgeon came and told, when we did the remedial measure, his hands was not shaking, there was no volatility in the hands, and it was very easy across for him across as a person. So therefore these kind of things can be done with the remedial measure, because I am giving you live examples of these kind of things across. Now many people have a wrong notion that in the remedial measure nothing can be done across. It is far more from the truth across. There can be a lot of things which can be done across. Thank you.